Well, as you can see, I've been cleaning stuff a little bit. I'm not ready to put the O-rings on these yet, but I wanted to show you this particular one here. Hope you can see that on the camera. This particular O-ring had a roll in it when it was put together originally. You can see the thin spot and how it travels from side to side. They should look nice and consistent like this one. You know, I'm going to go through the right procedure, how to put these on. There is a right and a wrong way to do it. And we'll cover that here in a little bit. But right now, I got to take that dirty pig. I'm going to go get a trash bag or something and lay over it so I can hold it against myself while I lug it over, so I don't make myself all greasy. And for those of you who have these inexpensive parts washers, I'll tell you right now, that's too heavy for this tin. So get yourself a piece of plywood, put in there, do yourself a favor. And anyway, I'll bring it back after I get that clean. It's just washing. Everything is apart. When we start reassembling, I'll bring you back and show you what I do now. So I got 3 things left to do. I'm going to pull this out off camera, but I was just getting ready to go in here. And I happened to notice, I don't know if you can pick that up on camera, but this one here, I believe, is cross-threaded right from the factory. Might be able to see it from, different perspectives, but I'll get a socket that'll just set on the top of that, and then it'll line it up so you can see. So I'm holding it flush on the top, and you can see it tips off sideways. This one here, you can see it sets up straight. Yeah, it's off a little bit that way, but it's mainly tipped forward. So, be interesting to see what kind of a mess I got there. This thing must have been made on a Friday, I guess. Anyway, I'll pull it apart and we'll see what it looks like. Yeah, so that was definitely put in cross-threaded. And I don't know, it's hard to see. I'll get my flashlight out here. It's pretty hard work to see that. I can see it with my naked eye there that it was cross-threaded. You can see it on that back edge right there. But all kinds of spooge down in there. Same way with this side over here. Good thing that I took the screens out. Yeah, so anyway, this thing's definitely been apart, probably from the after the factory, I would imagine. I can't believe the factory would have this much stuff screwed up, but you never know. Could have been done on a Friday or a Monday, or who knows. Disgruntled employee, you never know. Somebody just don't care, but yeah, I'm surprised how much stuff's frigged up in here. So anyway, I'm going to get this lugged over to the wash sink and bring you back in a half hour or so, maybe an hour after I get it clean. So the first O-rings I'm going to put in are these big ones that go to the piston skirts. I like to put them in with a little bit of oil on them. I know some people put them in dry. I think if you lubricate them, it helps them not have a roll or a twist in the O-ring, because you kind of have to smash these in. They're not the most easy things, but you kind of take the last little dimple there that sticks up, shove it down with your finger, and it's about the only way you can do these guys, kind of wiggle them around. You'll know if they feel good. So I've got, as you can see, it's quite a lot cleaner. I did run a tap through that, stood it out and ran it, cleaned up the threads again. And yeah, I got about 2.5 hours cleaning this thing. I have flushed and washed, and anyway, we'll turn it over now that those are in. There, everything else going to go in from this direction here. Funny, that took a hard hit right there at some point in its life. Yeah, with cross-threaded pieces, I don't know. This tractor was used pretty much exclusively for logging when it was originally bought, for about the first 16 years. My father bought it around 68, I think it was 68 he bought it. So anyway, 52 to 68. That's, yeah, 14, no, 16, yeah, 16 years he had it. And anyway, mainly he was a commercial firewood processor dealer. And I think that probably he hauled his wood, because I know that he had chains for this. I think he hauled most of his wood with the plow lifts. You know, it was 10, 12-inch hardwood, and they'd limit in the wood so it wouldn't pull hard. And I got a feeling they probably worked the shit out of it. Probably lifted a lot more than what it was supposed to. And, you know, that's probably why it's got the front wheel weights on it. They couldn't keep the front end on the ground, you know. But anyway, I got a feeling that before my father bought it, probably the dealership might have got it back. I don't think my great-grandfather was mechanical enough. From what little bit I've seen on photos and stuff, and what my father's told me, he really wasn't that mechanical. He was more of a woodsman and farmer and stuff. But anyway, we're going to put the new O-rings on these. I'm going to take the impact, snap this off. Once I get it apart, I'll bring you back. So I got these all washed up. Once you take this off, you'll see there's an O-ring in here. It's one of the brown ones in the packet that comes from Steiner's. So to reassemble, I am going to put just a touch of oil on this, keep it from rusting. Anyway, we'll drop this down through. I didn't actually think to put a little oil on that O-ring. There we go. I'm not really a big fan of lock washers on hydraulic systems, but they look in good shape, so I guess we'll put them on. And, if a guy was afraid of this, he could put Loctite on it, but there shouldn't really be any motion to it. Now this here is the O-ring that goes on the main piston. I'm going to go put some lubrication on that. Actually, I can bring it over. And one thing I'm a pretty firm believer in is when you put these on is to roll them. And put something on that's smooth and go around them a couple times and very carefully remove the tool. And that, now there's no twist in that O-ring. Kind of like that. We'll get a little bit of oil on this. And we'll go over here and slap this right in. Hopefully there you can see. Yeah, get that up in the air a little bit. There we go. So I've already got the O-rings down there. And they're lubricated when I put them in. Okay. I'm going to go get me a rubber mallet and I'll be back. Well, I couldn't find a rubber mallet. Must be out in the other building. But we'll Yeah. I guess I'm gonna have to get a couple pieces of wood to put under this so that we can continue to build it. But it is started in, just like that. So anyway, I'm gonna put the other one together the same, and then when I get to these small ones, I'll bring you back. So right down in there, you see this little hole. That's the second one up from the bottom. That is where the pin goes under the pressure relief. So these three pieces right here, this pin goes, the point is up. And the reason the pin goes up because it fits right in the hole on the bottom. So that's how it goes down in there. So anyway, you probably can't see because, yeah, I'm gonna have to just drop it and then frig around with it, I would imagine. Yeah. There it goes, just fell down in. I probably should have put a little oil on it, but I'll just, yeah, that dropped right in the hole, good. So now we'll put some oil on that. Just like so. Spring doesn't need oil on it, but that, when you put your head on, that'll hold that down. And next, I guess we'll go and put these here together. So anyway, get an Allen wrench or something here. This center here pushes out on these. It'll only go back in one way. So this way here it won't fit in. So you don't have to worry about that too much. Little tiny O-ring right here. Fish that baby off. I like to just cut them. Same way with these two. If you can get your jackknife underneath it, that is. I am going to go wash up the three pieces and I'll be back. So in the kit, there'll be 2 blue and 4 black. Well, there's a whole bunch of blue ones. And there's 4 real small black ones. These small black ones go on this piece here. Make sure that you don't lose that little spring in the back. Because I don't know if they list that on anything. So, when I put this on, I put a little oil on it. Because I like putting stuff on with it lubricated. If you go over the long end, there's a little bit of a ramp right here. And you can roll it. And as you roll it, you won't get a twist in it. It'll go right on slicker than a whistle. The same way with these. If you start on this end here with a step, and go into the first one, kind of all slide it together. Go right down into there. Then if you put the next one right over that, down into here, it gives you a ramp to roll it on. Keeps you from getting it twisted. If you can get it down on. And then you try to get it all the same, just like that. That'll flop right up over. Goes in this way. Just give it a little shove. This here is just plastic, just sets in the back. And that's the second one done. So Got the first one here all done. I just didn't assemble it. That one sets like that. So I'm going to put these all together. There's not much else to really explain here. When I go to put them in the housing there, I'll bring you back. Okay, you can see the bottom of that hole there has got a flat bottom. This one here's got a hole in it. So the outside one, the little plastic poppet has to go up. On this one here with a flat bottom, the plastic poppet goes down. Now, that's a simple enough thing, except the poppets fall out. So I had some real old grease. You put it between your fingers and it kind of just goes away to nothing. It liquefies real easy. But I've got that on there like that. We'll get our oil here and put a that should do it right there. And I did actually hone these bores, so in case you're curious. And that's all there is to it. This one here, it's even simpler because you don't have to worry about nothing falling out. Beautiful. And that's all there is to it. These little plastic, the inside pieces will shuttle back and forth, whatever they need to do. And got a bunch of stuff to put in the bottom. This is where your main spool goes. There's nothing goes in there. And we've got a screen that goes in this one. That's all there is on this. So we'll put that bottom check valve and everything in. So this goes in first. See if it goes where it belongs. Yeah. It's all standing up like it belongs. Put the ball on top. Wow, landed right on top. I don't know if you can see that, but it's there. That's what it wants to look like when you're getting ready to put the top piece in with the threads. Now we're going to lubricate this piece up real good. This is what we made that special tool for. Come on, I guess we're going to have to twist that. It came out wicked hard. I had to frig with it a lot getting it out. So we'll see here. Oh, I guess that went. Yeah, she's going. It's funny because this came out real stiff like this too. I don't know why. Seems to be about it right there. Yeah. Now let's see what she looks like down in there. Looks perfect. The ball should be the only thing you see. So that's all set. Now we just got this shuttle here. And the pin goes in on the ball. You can see where it was riding on the ball right there. So the spools come in from the other side. We can do that actually after we put the head gasket on. Anyway, The only thing I got left to do now is wash up this little screen. It's actually in good shape, but I'm gonna go clean it and I'll be back. Yeah, so this goes right down in here. Beautiful. There, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna pick that up just so I can wipe easier. We'll go get the head gasket, and this in here should be ready to button up. Just want to tell you, this kit comes with 2 gaskets. This is the 30 thousandths one, the tan one. The black one is 15. The older units ran a 15, and the newer units ran a 30, 29 it measures. Not sure when the break was, but you can see there that relief spring is holding that up. I'm going to go ahead and crank this down with the middle ones first, and then torque it, which I'm not going to show, but I'm going to go to 45 pounds from what I've been able to deduce. That's what they're supposed to be at. So anyway, that's all there is to this hydraulic end of it. We still got the spools put in from the back. I'm going to do that tomorrow. Be another video of putting the spools in and all the connections in the back. So there's also a bunch of work in here, but that's simple. The only thing that's difficult is this one here that, as I showed you earlier, was cross-threaded. That might be a booger to get started. And they had wound it in on the little screen crooked, so the screen is kind of funky. But I'll play with it probably off screen, but I'll show you what I'm doing when I'm doing it tomorrow. So yeah, nothing to these things really. If you look them over, they're pretty much self-explanatory. It looks like a lot. You just start putting the pieces, you know where they go in. Before you know it, you don't have much to choose from, and it falls together easier than what you'd think it would. Anyway, hope this might have helped somebody, and don't hesitate to hit the like button and subscribe. Yes, I can talk, just late in the day sometimes. Anyway, yeah, we'll see you on the next one, everybody. Keep safe.